Good evening, everyone. As you can see on my screen here, this video titled 413 at, or no, this is the one, 413 at 9:30 a.m. This was at 9:30 this morning. I posted this video on my channel this morning. It had, I don't know, 40 some views, and I took it down. I had a vision of a fox, and the fox has a specific message, and I basically just listened and I took it down. So I'm sitting here scrolling through some videos, and well, maybe I should just play this first. Here, we'll just play this first. Good morning, everyone. So I just wanted to share last night's experience. Good morning, everyone. So I just wanted to share last night's experience. I was sitting here doing some work, and I went to blink, and in my mind's eye, I seen this image in the right corner of my eye. Usually, I see them straight on, or pretty much. I mean, but this was like it was in the right corner of my eye, and it was this image. It looked like the Predator out of the movies, Predator, and I've never had anything in it. I don't see like ghosts or any stuff like that. Like I said, the messages that I get are different, but it basically like came up in my face, like in my mind, like it was trying to like intimidate me or something, and it was like moving around like in some weird motion, and it was like right in the right hand corner of my vision. And I immediately, opened my eyes thinking, what the hell is that? And as I blinked again, I had this image of a bear in my mind. All I seen was it was rushing me. It was running towards me. Like, it was just, as soon as I closed my eyes, like, I mean, it was intense. It was just rushing me. It was running towards me. But it engulfed the entire area of my vision, like in my mind, my thoughts. It engulfed everything. And as it was running towards me, it wasn't like as if I was viewing it, if it was really happening. It was like I seen its fur. I perceived what it was. I seen its fur, and I seen like the wrinkles in its back as it was running, and it was just charging me. And I basically it kind of worried me. And so using this way that I've been telling people about how to perceive these random thoughts that pop through, this predator type thing, initially, see, I'm just honest with you guys. Most people, wouldn't talk about this type of stuff, but I do, and this is, it just is what it is. So as I seen the predator type person, or alien, if you want to call it, or whatever the hell it was, like I said, it was like trying to, like, it looked like it was like trying to intimidate me or something, and but it was looking at me. The way it was looking at me, and it was in the right hand corner of my eye. And as I blinked, like I said, and when I opened my eyes, I thought to myself, what the hell was that? Was that some type of demon, or like something negative like that? And like I said, I've never seen anything. I've never seen any ghosts or any type of crazy stuff like that. So I don't perceive negative things. So this was another first. And I was thinking to myself, what is this, some type of like shadow being, or something, whatever. And I was thinking to myself, well, if something's trying to make its presence known, it's not going to intimidate me. And I was just, you know, thinking along those type of lines when I blinked again, and the bear was rushing me. So for me, a bear represents danger. And as I said in my visions, earlier when this first started occurring, back in 2013 or whatever, when the train accident in New York happened, I had a vision of a bear, and it turned and looked at me, and then went to walk into a cave. And then I had trains in my mind all night. And that's when I went, you know, to my wife's job, and I told her, you know, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but I had a vision of a bear, and it said, you know, came to me and said that, and there was more with it. There was a couple other animals, and that it was, you know, danger mixed with tragedy, and I had trains running through my mind all night. So I said, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but you know, I had this vision of a bear. And then I had trains running through my mind all night, and I think something's going to happen with a train. I'm not really sure. And she said, wow, that's pretty crazy. You know, tonight on the news there was a train wreck in New York, and a train flipped over and a couple people died. So you could look that accident up. It was on December 3rd of 2013. And as I said, I began receiving these visions in the second week of November. So, you know, directly before this. So every time before something, you know, basically bad is about to happen, I see bears. And last night, you know, I seen what I just explained. So as I was gonna make a video on this last night, and I thought that there may be more to it, so I held off. And a little while later, I was sitting there and I closed my eyes, just kind of meditating for a second, and I was thinking about one of my interviews that I have coming up, actually. And in the middle of, you know, as soon as I started thinking about this interview, I had this vision of birth or rebirth. It was like the birth canal, and the way I interpreted it was, you know, rebirth. And I put that with the other, you know, two, and it goes with this vision that I had of this race of beings that I had this vision of that were basically, you know, going to come here. And the whole energy of the vision was intense, like in my face, like not like they usually are. It was like an intense, urgent warning. Like I had this being in the right hand side of my vision, like up in my face, like it looked like it was checking me out. Like that's what it looked like to me. Like it looked like this being that looked like a predator would, like in the movie Predator. It looked like that, and it had real like if you ever see how like the Aborigines, the Indians, if you ever see how they move, like jerky and like, you know, moving its head like an animal kinda. That's how it was moving. It was moving like an animal, and it was just like, you know, kind of crouching, and it was like just in my face, like in my mind, just like, you know, checking me out. I don't know how else to describe it. And then I had that vision of the bear rushing me. So you know, I can only interpret that one way. And as I've said in these other visions that I had about this, you know, July 4th and the connection with July 4th, and, you know, the rebirth and the 0-point gravity and all this stuff that's taking place. And then I had, you know, the eclipse last week showing me, you know, that there was only a little bit of time or whatever, and then this week this. So you know, it's got me really thinking about this. I think, you know, there's something that is going to happen with this, and I don't know exactly the day, but I believe it's going to be, you know, very soon. And with the urgency that was behind these messages, it was right in my face, like I said, right, like, you know, the bear consumed everything in my thought. Like when you visualize things in your mind, and you see things linearly. This wasn't linear. This was dynamic. It was engulfed my vision. So that's what happened. I'll be posting updates on this as they come. I just wanted to get this up and see if anybody's been experiencing anything like this as well. If not, but stay vigilant, stay tuned. So as I'm scrolling through my phone and looking through just the videos and stuff in my updates, I noticed this one. Well, actually, I noticed the guy's name first, and then I noticed this video. And this is exactly what I posted this morning to you guys, and what the gist of what I was saying was. So I decided to click on it, and this is the first thing that came up.
You remember these movies, Predator?
Holy
and we always
shit.
have to fight them off. Or the sudden uptick in History Channel, Science Channels, and every other theoretical physicist, Michio Kaku, all of these guys suddenly coming out with, there is no such thing as God, but there are aliens everywhere, and we shouldn't bother with them. We shouldn't touch them. We shouldn't poke them because they'll come here and attack us and obviously kill us because they have evolved to the point of this. This handsome little fella. He has no penis, no vagina, no boobs, no chin, no mouth, no hair.
I don't need to go any further. The very first scene on there was the Predator. Like, what in the, like, what are the odds? I mean, what are the odds? I mean, I'm speechless. I can't even believe it. So you see the title. I haven't even watched the video. I really don't know what it's about. But I see the title in the very first scene in the intro. And, I'm just mind blown. I'm mind blown. Like, this is called confirmation. These are these synchronicities that I talk about that manifest. It's 5:24. I had these visions last night, right before, well, early this morning, rather, maybe 3 o'clock this morning, between 3 and 5 o'clock this morning, actually. And here we are at 5 o'clock, 12 hours later, and it's manifested. So I just, I guess I'm going to repost this video that I deleted, and post it with this, because holy shit. So now, coincidentally, immediately after I deleted this video, within a few hours of this all, I get the headline that the U.S. drops the mother of all bombs on Afghanistan. And I thought to myself, this bear rushing me, could that bear have meant, because like I said, this bear is always a warning. So could that have meant something to do with this bomb? And was there more to the message that I hadn't received yet? So I was trying to look at this Predator vision that I had to see if there was, like, if it could have possibly meant something else that had something to do with this bomb. And there was nothing, there was no similarities with this Predator thing and the bombing. So I just was like, okay, there's nothing there. And then I thought to myself, maybe there were separate messages. Maybe the Predator thing meant one thing and the bear meant something else. And the bear meant, the tragedy or the bomb, and the predator thing meant, exactly what I said that had meant in itself. So I'm just, kicking these things around, and then I wasn't sure. Basically, I needed clarity, and then I see this video that I just posted, and it says that the alien invasion after World War III starts. So, like, holy shit, man. So, I mean, you could put the pieces together for yourself. It's pretty obvious, but I'm sure that I'll be receiving more information on this. So, I'll just, I guess, upload the updates as they come in. So, I mean, that's what it is. That's what it is. So last night, I'm in this on this music page, and they had a post about who's a better artist, whoever it was, or Andre 3000. And Andre 3000 is with Outkast, and they're famous for a song called "Bombs Over Baghdad." And I was, going to comment and say, obviously Andre 3000, because he's been around since the 90s. He's politically involved. He's very intelligent, and it sparked me to recall that song, "Bombs Over Baghdad." And I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't even think twice about it, and that was it. And then today, Afghanistan gets hit by a bomb. So these are just the times that we're living in are just unbelievable. And like I said, these visions and these synchronicities and all these things, they mean multiple things at the same time. So like they branch into different, like, it means multiple things. It doesn't just mean one thing. It means multiple things at the same time. So I'm sure that there will be more. Stay vigilant and stay tuned.